Xiaomi Watch S3 review. Xiaomi's smartwatch game has steadily evolved since the first Mi Watch came on the scene in 2019. We've seen various Xiaomi wearables since, some with simple proprietary operating systems that's changed more name than features, and some with Google's more capable, but power-hungry Wear OS. Xiaomi Watch S3 is the first smartwatch from the brand to launch with HyperOS, which is the maker's in-house operating system that powers numerous other devices including IoT appliances and the maker's SU7 electric car. Watch S3 brings everything you need in a smartwatch: a bright and crisp AMOLED screen, the standard mix of health and activity tracking, GNSS positioning, NFC payments, and the ability to take calls from your wrist. It's also highly customizable with interchangeable watch bezels and straps, allowing you to adapt the watch to your style. At Euro 130/pound 130 in Europe, Xiaomi is positioning Watch S3 as its go-to smartwatch for 2024, and we've spent the last 2 weeks testing it out. Design. Watch S3 brings a familiar design that falls in line with the Xiaomi Watch 2 generation. It's a large watch with a 47mm casing and a 1.43-inch AMOLED screen, which certainly takes some getting used to if you're coming from a smaller watch or smartband. The big new addition to the Watch S3 is the stainless steel bezel, which is detachable and allows for unparalleled customization options. A quick counterclockwise twist and turn detaches the bezel and frees up the watch to take in any of the 4 additional styles, which we only presume will grow in number from here. The bayonet mount, which is like you'd find on a camera lens, is a really neat design choice that locks in securely. Each watch bezel comes with its own watch face, which immediately toggles on when it's attached. The interchangeable bezels, coupled with the endless option of 22mm watch bands, enable unprecedented customization, which is a great way to bring new life to the watch down the line. Sadly, the bezel is just for looks and doesn't add any functionality like you'd get on a Galaxy Watch 6 Classic and its rotating bezel. Our silver Watch S3 review unit comes bundled with a matching stainless steel watch bezel and silver fluoro rubber watch strap. Watch S3 feels as premium as the more expensive smartwatches we've tested, with its sleek aluminum frame, stainless steel watch bezels, and the plethora of 22mm watch strap options. Despite the large form factor, it somehow feels light and unobtrusive on the wrist. Watch S3 weighs 44 grams without the strap and is 12mm thick. It's also 5 ATM waterproof, so swimming sessions are a go. The 1.43-inch AMOLED display offers saturated colors and great viewing angles. It gets bright enough even for outdoor, maxing out at 600 nits of peak brightness, and also features a dedicated auto brightness sensor. The display refreshes at 60 Hz, making it feel snappy, and it's also protected by Gorilla Glass 3. We should note that some of the AOD options are harder to see in direct sunlight. There are 2 buttons for navigation, with the top one acting as a shortcut to the app menu while also doubling as a back button, while the bottom one is programmable and can be paired to launch any app but acts as a shortcut to the workout page by default. Despite its aluminum alloy frame and stainless steel bezel, Xiaomi Watch S3 weighs 44 grams, which does not feel heavy on the wrist and is comfortable to wear all day long. The retail box features the Watch S3, its proprietary 2-pin magnetic charging puck, which ends in a USB-A cable, and the usual mix of manuals. Wireless charging seems to be the only omission. Features. Xiaomi Watch S3 packs a long spec sheet, with one of its key features being HyperOS. Xiaomi's proprietary IoT platform looks familiar to MIUI Watch, but sadly does not support third-party apps outside of China. There are 31 built-in apps, including Amazon Alexa, a phone dialer, a voice recorder, an NFC cards app, alongside all of the usual set of apps you'd find on a smartwatch, like an alarm, a pretty detailed weather app, as well as health and activity tracking apps. You also get reminders, calendar, contacts, media controls, breathing exercises, a barometer, compass, flashlight, and a camera shutter. Watch S3 features a microphone and speaker allowing you to make and take calls from your paired phone over Bluetooth. Our review unit does not feature eSIM connectivity, though Chinese versions do, gaining total independence from your phone. Xiaomi is also offering push notifications on the watch for most apps, but these are usually just simple alerts without the option to reply or toggle any additional actions, software, and performance. While its naming is new, HyperOS did not offer any tangible differences over previous non-Wear OS Xiaomi watches during our testing. The app icons and menus have received a new coat of paint, but that's about it. Xiaomi says that HyperOS will allow for more seamless connectivity and integration between its devices down the line, but for now it's mostly the same thing under a new name. The UI is simple and runs without any noticeable lag. You can interact with the watch in a few ways, by double-tapping the screen, raising your wrist, or by pushing either of the side buttons. From there you can swipe down for notifications, or swipe up from the bottom to toggle the control center page.